Hi there guys, welcome back once again. This is going to be brief, but it's a fight that I definitely want to draw your attention to. You probably, if you're watching my channel, do know about this fight, and you're going to be watching it. It is, of course, Mike Alvarado going up against Ruslan Provodnikov. Now, this should be an absolute cracker, this fight. Really should. I think it's a pick-em fight. I really can't really call who I think is going to win with any certainty. I think both guys like to have a good war. Both guys potentially can also box. If I'm being honest, I probably would give a bit more of a boxing advantage to Alvarado, because I actually think if you look at those Rios fights, if Alvarado had got less caught in a war with Rios, I think he could have boxed far better and taken rounds far more, made it look far more easy against Rios. I think he could have won convincingly on both occasions. I think he just got tempted into a bit of a sort of a war, a bit of a macho slugfest, who was harder and tougher. And the first fight, obviously, it fell apart, and the second fight, well, he actually showed that he could hang in there. He's a real tough fighter. But I think the boxing is what brought him through that fight. He was just he was better at distance than Rios. Rios struggles with distance. He needs to be close to you. I think Alvarado's pretty good at distance. I like the way Alvarado sets up his punches. I like the way now and again you saw against Rios some flashes of brilliance, some flashes of putting some really good combinations together, some really good punches, setting up his punches really well with the jab. That's the trouble here. What do we see? Because Provodnikov is also a good fighter, and I think he can box. But I think that Provodnikov likes to mix it up a lot as well. We saw it with the Tim Bradley fight. You may say his tactics were to sort of draw Bradley in and make it a bit of a war, because he maybe thought Bradley was going to have maybe a more of an advantage on the outside. But I think Provodnikov does like a bit of a war. I may be wrong here, but I believe the first, when he was undefeated, because I was following him for a bit, but then he had a fight where he lost, and I think it might have been a touch controversial, but I always remember hearing that he could have performed better, and I think that part of that is the fact that he chose to mix it up too much, and chose to be too, the fight was close because he chooses quite often to go to war rather than focus on just the pure boxing and trying to go on the score, get the points on the scorecard. I think it's a pick 'em, because I think this fight is going to be a bit of a war. If that's what we would expect, because you've got two guys who are always, the last couple of fights now you've seen them in, being in wars, they can take a punch and give a punch, and really, both guys do have power. And I know Provodnikov has quite a lot of power. We saw what he did to Bradley. He hurt Bradley. And Bradley was well wobbled. Alvarado also had his moments against Rios where he was able to hurt Rios. And Rios is a tough character. Rios he wants to go to war every time he goes in the ring. But Alvarado matched Rios. That's what really surprised me in the fight. Rios, you see him smiling after the rounds. Well, Alvarado was doing the same thing. He was really loving the contest, loving the slugfest, loving testing his might against in many ways an equally tough opponent. And I think in this fight we may see the same thing. I'll go for Alvarado to win this fight. I'm banking on a little bit more quality from Alvarado. I'm banking on him maybe putting his punches together a little bit better in little flashes during the fight and catching the judge's eyes. It may be a draw, or it may be like a split decision. There could well be a stoppage, but both guys are quite tough, and I think that yes, there could be a stoppage either way. But who knows, man? This is going to be just like, I'm watching this more for the excitement. If I'm looking to bet on the fight, I'm really staying away from this fight. I'm not going to touch it. Like the video I just posted before this, I'm going to put my money on Frampton, obviously, because I'm confident that Frampton's going to win the fight, in my opinion. But with this fight, I really can't call it. When I do videos, I always make calls. There's no point in me sitting on the fence here. I'm going to say Mike Alvarado to win this fight. But you know, this fight could go either way. It's just going to be for the excitement, for the pure enjoyment of watching boxing that we have, you and I. This could be a real treat. You know, for this fight to disappoint will be a real you know, odds against thing. You really would expect this to be a war, and just like we saw with their last couple of fights, really entertaining fights. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Let me know what you think. You know, if you picked up on anything, you guys, I'm sure there will be guys out there who picked up stuff that makes you think that either guy's a dead cert, that makes you think, yeah, this guy is going to win this fight. You know, let me know. But thanks for watching anyway. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the fights this weekend, guys. Hopefully going to get some more videos out you know, soon. When my schedule allows, I'm going to really try and make an effort to get some videos out soon. Some more videos. So thanks for watching. This is Box Bread, and I'm out.